is a message alerting you to a critical situation. Please stop all activity and listen to the following. If you are currently driving a vehicle, please come to a safe stop as soon as possible to enable you to concentrate on this audio message. The sun disappeared 5 minutes ago. There are now 3 minutes of sunshine left. After this, the light previously emitted by the sun will cease to be captured by the Earth. The National Climate Task Force is in the process of producing a list of recommendations for all American citizens, evaluating the different possible scenarios. This list will be sent to you within the next 2 hours. In the meantime, we want to give you the basic instructions you need to survive. Don't panic, life can continue and will not be extinguished when the lights go out. We estimate that there are still 4 days to go before the Earth's surface temperature becomes unlivable. If you have a private bunker, please take refuge in it immediately. Once inside, do not leave until the authorities order you to do so. If you don't have such a shelter, prepare to leave your home within the next 48 hours. An emergency plan will be issued in the next message. Gather only the personal belongings you need to survive. Here's a non-exhaustive list of what you can pack. Important documents and records. Identification, IDs, passports, driver's licenses, birth certificates, emergency supplies, first aid kit, prescription medications, baby supplies, diapers, formula, baby food, clothing and bedding, change of clothes for each family member, sturdy shoes or boots, hats, gloves and scarves, blankets or sleeping bags, non-perishable food items, bottled water. Get in touch with all the members of your family to inform them of the pressing situation. As cellular networks may be saturated, we advise all citizens to return to their homes to facilitate communications. More messages to follow.
ご了承ください。皆様のご協力をお願いいたします。今、とんでもない現象が起こりました。ただいま太陽が消えました。空港は避難退治に入っています。落ち着いて空港支援の知識に従ってください。興奮しないでください。仕分けがスムーズにできるようパスポートを手にしてください。知識に従ってください。空港は避難モードです。Attention, we ask for everyone's cooperation. A phenomenon of extreme magnitude has just occurred. The sun has just gone out. The airport is in evacuation mode. Stay calm and follow the instructions of the airport agents. Do not get agitated. Have your passport at hand to facilitate sorting. Follow the instructions. The airport is in evacuation mode.
Este es un comunicado oficial del Estado Socialista Cubano. El sol se ha desvanecido. Se requiere una acción inmediata para la seguridad y el orden. Refugio interior. Los ciudadanos deben permanecer en el interior hasta nuevo aviso. La ausencia de luz solar supone un riesgo. Cumplimiento obligatorio. Siga las directrices de las entidades autorizadas. El incumplimiento acarrea consecuencias. Centros de distribución centralizada. La distribución de los suministros racionados se centralizará a través de centros de distribución designados establecidos por el Estado. La adquisición o distribución no autorizada de recursos fuera de estos centros tendrá graves consecuencias. Asignación prioritaria. Se dará prioridad en la asignación de recursos a las personas que desempeñen funciones críticas esenciales para el mantenimiento de la infraestructura y el orden social. La asignación se aplicará estrictamente sobre la base de criterios predeterminados establecidos por el Estado. Se aplicarán sistemas de vigilancia y control para garantizar el cumplimiento de las normas de racionamiento. Cualquier intento de eludir o manipular el sistema de racionamiento será detectado y castigado con penas rápidas y severas. Solo información controlada por el Estado. La difusión de información fuera de los canales aprobados por el Estado está estrictamente prohibida. Cualquier intento de difundir información no autorizada tendrá graves consecuencias. Las directrices del Estado son absolutas y no negociables. Cualquier resistencia o desobediencia será respondida con toda la fuerza de la autoridad del Estado. Reúnase con sus compañeros en refugios comunales para poner en común recursos y prestarse apoyo mutuo. Juntos podemos compartir calor y solidaridad frente al frío glacial. Fortalezcamos los lazos de camaradería para soportar las dificultades que se avecinan.
The Ministry of National Security would like to have your attention. Significant loss of life has occurred due to the ongoing lack of sun. Temperatures continue to decrease, exacerbating the severity of the situation. Objective of these broadcasts, to optimize survival outcomes amidst escalating cold conditions. Many lives have been lost due to dehydration. It is imperative that all citizens take immediate action to prevent further casualties. Melt ice for water, collect ice or snow and melt it over a controlled heat source to obtain water. Use clean or heat-resistant containers, such as metal buckets or pots, to collect ice or snow from outdoor surfaces. Avoid gathering snow from contaminated areas or where animal waste may be present. If individuals have access to an open flame, such as a campfire or wood stove, they can boil water in a heat-resistant container. Although it requires energy, it doesn't rely on electrical power. Take advantage of natural filter methods by pouring water through layers of clean cloth, sand, and gravel. This process can help remove larger debris and sediment, although it may not eliminate all pathogens. Use caution when melting snow, as it may produce less water volume than expected due to its lower density compared to ice. Plan accordingly and collect additional snow if necessary to obtain sufficient water. The Jamaican government continues to maintain 3 public shelters with a limited number of available places for those in need of refuge. Kingston Underground Shelter Complex. Address 156 Main Street, Kingston. Situated beneath the bustling cityscape of Kingston, the underground shelter complex can be accessed through a discreet entrance located near the intersection of Main Street and Central Avenue. Montego Bay Subterranean Shelter Network. Address 456 Ocean Boulevard, Montego Bay. Hidden beneath the urban landscape of Montego Bay, the subterranean shelter network is accessible via a concealed entrance located near the coastal area along Ocean Boulevard. Spanish Town Underground Bunker. Address 789 Maple Avenue, Spanish Town. Tucked away beneath the historic streets of Spanish Town, the underground bunker can be accessed through a secure entrance concealed within the vicinity of Maple Avenue. Exiting the current shelters to transition to alternative locations, such as the suggested underground shelters, carries a high level of risk due to the extreme cold and harsh winds. The probability of survival during such attempts is markedly low.
Don't go outside. Conserve your energy. Take shelter below the surface of the earth. Don't go outside. Conserve your energy. Take shelter below the surface of the earth. What can typically be used as fuel: wood, pellets, coal, propane, kerosene, ethanol. Here are unusual household items that can be used as combustible materials to create heat and survive in this extreme cold environment. Plastics. Certain plastics, such as polyethylene, acetyl, acrylic, cellulose ester, contain combustible materials. In an emergency, plastic materials could be considered for burning, but this should be done with extreme caution due to the toxic emissions released when burning plastics. Adequate ventilation is crucial. Anything made of paper or cardboard can be useful. It is preferable to use this material to start a fire, as it quickly disintegrates. All the country's bookshops and libraries are now open to the public to use books as fuel. no late fees will be charged. Paper towels, napkins, and paper plates can be burned for heat, though this may not be very efficient. Wax or paraffin, candles, candle stubs, wax sculptures, or other items containing wax paraffin can provide localized heat when lit. However, it's important to use proper containers to contain melted wax, and to exercise caution when using open flames. Dried animal dung. Dried animal manure from cows, goats, or chickens contains combustible materials and can potentially be burned for heat. However, the smoke and smell produced when burning animal dung may be unpleasant, so this option should be used with consideration for ventilation and odor control. Paint or solvents, some paints, solvents, alcohol, or other flammable liquids contain combustible ingredients. However, burning these materials should be an absolute last resort, and extreme caution should be exercised due to the hazardous nature of the fumes produced. Layer clothing. Layering clothing is another critical step in surviving temperatures as severe as 40 degrees Celsius. Wearing multiple layers of clothing is essential for trapping body heat and creating a barrier against the frigid air. Starting with moisture-wicking base layers to keep the skin dry, followed by insulating layers such as fleece or wool, and finishing with a windproof and waterproof outer layer is crucial. This method helps to protect against both snow and wind chill, minimizing the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. It's also important to ensure that extremities such as hands, feet, and the head are adequately covered to prevent heat loss from these vulnerable areas. Staying in a group and maintaining skin-to-skin contact could also serve as an alternative survival method in extreme cold conditions. By huddling closely together, individuals can share body heat, thereby collectively raising the group's temperature and reducing the risk of hypothermia. This technique, known as the human knot, or huddle, allows each person's body heat to be distributed among the group, providing a mutual source of warmth. Additionally, skin-to-skin contact can help conserve energy and prevent excessive heat loss, particularly in areas where clothing may be insufficient or damaged. Moreover, the psychological comfort derived from close physical contact during a life-threatening situation can be immensely beneficial. It fosters a sense of community, solidarity, and shared resilience among the group members, which can positively impact their mental and emotional well-being in such challenging circumstances. Nuclear and coal power plants are working tirelessly to maintain a continuous supply of electricity, even amidst the most severe weather conditions. Through meticulous planning and efficient operations, these power plants are committed to providing at least 2 hours of energy to every home across the nation, thereby safeguarding the well-being and survival of our communities. The rationalization of power distribution is one of the key strategies employed to support our collective resilience. By prioritizing critical infrastructure and essential services, including hospitals, emergency response centers, and communication networks, we ensure that vital functions remain operational, thereby enhancing the survivability of 45% of the population. All the schedules listed are based on Eastern Daylight Time to facilitate coordination and avoid confusion due to time zone differences. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. New England includes Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Middle Atlantic includes New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. East North Central includes Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, and Wisconsin. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. West North Central includes Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, and South Dakota. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. South Atlantic includes Delaware, District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. East South Central includes Alabama, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Tennessee. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. West South Central includes Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain includes Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific includes Alaska, California, Hawaii, Oregon, and Washington. The scheduling process is anticipated to be extremely dynamic and is contingent upon real-time demand fluctuations, the availability of resources, and the prioritization of emergency response activities. It is expected that the scheduling will undergo frequent adjustments to align with the evolving operational requirements and changing circumstances.